Hmm. Why is this person saying this? It is only this person that knew about this thing. So how come this person is telling me this thing? Hi there, thank you for clicking in. You are welcome to my space on the internet. My name is Zinny, but of course you know you can call me Zinny. I am an Abuja YouTuber based right here in Abuja, Nigeria. If this is your first time on this channel of seeing my face, please do not make it the last. Hit the subscribe button below to be a part of this beautiful family. Turn on the bell notification so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. And of course, always show your love and support to the family by liking all our videos, sharing out our videos, and leaving your comments in the comment section below. Okay, you guys? Yes. Now, you guys, today's video is officially sponsored by my one and only admirable Patt Eyaba. Yay, you guys. Patt Eyaba is an Abuja YouTuber based right here in Abuja as well. She's an amazing mom. In one of her recent videos, she was sharing with us different people that you should not tell your secrets, okay? And trust me, you guys, I could relate to a lot of the things that she shared in that video. I'm going to leave a link to that video in the description area for you to check out. Of course, I must have left her handle on the screen for you to go and check her out as soon as you are done watching this video. And please do not forget to tell her that you are coming from Zinny Ukachi's YouTube channel, okay, you guys? So in that video where she was talking about people you should not be telling your secret or certain secrets in your life to, she mentioned, you know, envious friends. And as much as I could relate to, you know, so many of the points that she laid down in that video, this particular one struck me. So you know that having an envious friend is something that we always, you know, talk about. It's something we always hear, but most of the times we don't particularly take actions about it, because I mean it is very difficult to actually tell who an envious friend is. Most of the times the signs are not always very glaring. You have to pay attention to details, pay attention to your relationship with this certain kind of people. And how do you know when you have an envious friend? And these kind of people are people you should stay away from. And now when I say stay away from, I don't mean cut them off of your life, don't talk to them anymore, don't greet them anymore. There's something my pastor will always say, you know, he will always say something like, friendship is a choice, love is a must, because you know you're Christians and God is love. So if you say you have the life of Christ in you, if you say you're a lover of God, you love church, then you must love your brethren, whether they do you good or not. You must always love them. See, the Bible even went as far as saying love your enemies. So love is not a choice, love is compulsory, but friendship is a choice. Okay, so in this video I want to share with you actual telltale signs that will indicate if this your friend is envious or not. If it has come to the time when you're going to give them a long rope, okay, you're going to limit the access they have with you, you're going to set a boundary, you're going to put them in their place and let them know their place, okay, their new place. Perhaps they used to be this very close to you, don't know how to let them know that, oh, you're no longer here, you're here, or you're no longer here, you're here, or you're no longer here, you're outside the gate, literally. So you need to define your relationship or redefine your relationship with these persons. The first one on my list, okay, I have them written down here, okay, you guys, is that you're going to find out that these certain kind of friends that you have around you, they downplay your achievements. They are these kind of friends that no matter what you achieve, no matter how small, no matter how big, they are not particularly keen on celebrating it, okay? They don't really care that you've achieved this thing. I mean, if anybody should be loud about whatever it is you've achieved, even if you succeeded in making pap today, and you know you used to be very horrible at making paps, your friend is going to celebrate you. It's an achievement, it's a success. My point is, no matter how little the success or anything you achieve is, your friend should be the first person to celebrate you, to laud your achievement. But if you see that instead of lauding it, they are trying to downplay it or even make you, you know, see reasons why you shouldn't even be so loud about this achievement, like, just mellow down, don't make noise. And sometimes they can come in the form of motivational speakers. You know, if you loud it too much now, this is going to happen. My darling, those people are envious. Those people are not entirely happy that you're achieving that thing or that you're where you are. They see themselves as that they should be the one who are at that place or achieving that thing that you've achieved. They imagine themselves being the one achieving that thing that you have achieved or attaining that success that you've attained. That's, my darling, is an envious friend. Now, another way to tell a friend who is envious and who does not particularly want your success or doesn't want you to move forward is one who is always trying to compete with you in an unhealthy and unproductive way. Now, watch what I said. Competition in its entirety is not a bad thing. I mean, it, you know, sometimes when you see your friend or you see somebody you know achieve certain things, you know, you're ginger. So there was a time I used to tell a colleague that she was one of the reasons why I decided to take business seriously when I started selling perfume oils. Because if you see this babe, the way she's always hustling, like she's a fine girl that will package herself, you know, dress up, the hair, the shoes and everything. But if you see this girl when she's doing her hustle, if they tell you saying at the same time, you not go believe. Okay, so it wasn't a competition in that case, but seeing her, comparing myself, what I was doing, how I wake up to, do my business, talk about my business, go about my business. It was challenge. It was like a challenge for me, okay, that made me to sit up to the extent that I have sat up in the area of business. So you should have a friend who challenges you in that way. But if you find out that this your friend is always trying to what's the word? Is always trying to warn you up. Like for example, you go 1 mile, so your friend decides to go 3 miles to prove to you that she can do that thing. Okay, it is quite unhealthy. It is quite unproductive. So you need to be able to draw the thin line between being challenged by the success of your friend, or your friend being challenged by your success or the happenings in your life, to when your friend is trying to be unhealthily competitive with you. My darling, you need to draw the line. Now if you notice that this person is always trying to do this kind of thing, let's assume it's women and this kind of competition is always vast among women. You make an outfit that is very fly, so good, other people are praising you, other people love this outfit, love the shoes, love the hair, and this your friend comes, doesn't say anything, doesn't compliment the clothes, doesn't say anything. The only compliment that she goes out to dish out to you before telling it to other people is the fact that, oh, not bad. I have something like this. Ah, they could have done it like this. Like the person is always quick to want to point out the reason why that thing should not be a success, or why that thing has not been done as it should be done. Let me tell you, even if you're making a mistake, your friend is that person that is gonna stay there and make the mistake with you and tell you, hey, your friend is gonna hail you. You know how you say, like in Lagos, when you're fighting and your friend knows that it is you that went to look for trouble, your friend is going to come there and join you to insult that person, and join you to shout at that person, and join you to fight. Then when you people are done fighting, or making a fuss over that issue with that person, by the time you retreat indoors, okay, your friend now gets to genuinely tell you, oh, but at some point we both missed it, or you missed it in this place, or you missed it when you did this, or when you said that, or you could have done this. It is better, it is different. But when you see that friend who is always trying to you know tell you that they are always ahead of you, and you cannot meet up with them, you cannot catch up with them, despite the fact that you're close friends, that person is an envious friend. Now, you guys, out of the 5 things that I want to share with you, the third thing I'm going to be sharing with you as a way for you to know who an envious friend is around you, who that envious friend is around you, is that they will always criticize you. And I already mentioned something about it in the last point I just stated. Okay, you guys, they are always quick to criticize you. And now when they are criticizing you, they are not criticizing you constructively. You know how you criticize somebody, okay, to make them do better, with suggestions and opinions of how they can improve things. There's a way to criticize someone constructively. But no, they will always rather find fault when they are talking about your achievements, talking about your business, talking about your career, talking about that date you went on, talking about that shoe you bought, talking about that dress you bought, talking about that haircut you went to get. They are going to talk about it from the point, okay, of it's not being good enough. They always want to criticize, or tell you how it could have been better, or if it was this color it would have made more sense. Ah, this hair, it's not so. They won't tell you it is good. They'll tell you it's not so bad, because they are trying to not portray their negative energy, not like give you their negative energy outrightly, but they are giving it to you with a negative. I don't even, I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. Okay, you guys, they are always in a hurry to criticize you, to find fault with everything you do. Your outfit, when you're going out, they find fault with it. When you talk about maybe your events, things happening around you, they always want to find fault with every single thing you do. And remember, I said also, like in the last point, that if you're making a mistake in public, your friend, who is a friend, who is not envious of you, irrespective of your achievement, your gift, your talent, your enablement, is going to, instead of criticizing you in the public or saying hurtful things to you in the public, they are going to rather keep quiet and not say anything. That is, if they cannot even stand by you at that time, they are going to keep quiet and not say anything, and then wait for when you get back inside, and then they are going to let you know where your wrong is. And that is if they are not, like I said, that is if they are not standing there with you to talk with you, to stand by you, to give you the support you need in that thing at that time that you need. So if you have that friend who's always finding fault with everything you do, the way you brush your hair, the way you brush your teeth, the way you cook your meal, the way you do even the tiniest little things, and let me tell you, these things always come in our regular everyday life, and that is why it always seems like the person just said it something, or just threw a comment, and which makes it very difficult for you to actually know that that is a red flag. That is a sign that this person is envious of you. This person is not particularly happy that you can do things a certain way. Now, I'm not saying that you are the perfect friend, no, but like I said, they should be able to criticize you constructively. So please check. Do you have a friend like that? Have you had a friend like that who has done this once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, multiple times? Then please, my darling, what are you still doing? What are you still doing there? You need now they are the ones that gossip about you. Yes. Now, how do you know that your friends gossip about you? Especially when you also have mutual friends. And most of the time, it's always better when you don't have mutual friends. There are kind of conversations or information that you share with your friend, okay, that you know is exclusive to the both of you. See, there's some kind of gist, premium gist that you only give to some certain people or one particular person, even if you have three circle of friends, okay, like 3 or 5 people in your circle of friends, there's always one person you give that premium exclusive gist to, and somehow you begin to hear that conversation or that thing you said with your friend, not directly the way you said it, but in another way, okay. Now that, in the sense that the person who is trying to let you know that I am aware of this thing is trying to play psychology on you, not to tell you outrightly what your friend told them, but to bring it in another way that makes you figure, hmm, why is this person saying this? It is only this person that knew about this thing. So how come this person is telling me this thing? Okay, that is because your friend is gossiping behind you. And you know, there's something also that my man of God will always say most of the times when he's also preaching, you know, about this kind of things. He would always make a comment and say that anything that you cannot keep to as a secret to yourself and you tell somebody else, no matter what, see, no matter what you like, that person has another person that they're talking to. Okay, it is very rare to see a friend who would literally go with your secret to the grave without confiding in their husband or their mother or somebody else that they care so much about, okay. It was even this particular aspect that struck me when I was watching the video of Patt when she was talking, you know, about people you should not tell your secret to. So I mean, why should you tell your secret to this person? And let me tell you, one way to know a friend who gossips about you is if every time you're with this person, you always they're always bringing the gossips or things about other people, the life events, incidents of other people to you. Trust me, the more they bring that of other people to you, the more they take your own to others. And see, it's even dangerous to hang out with those kind of people, because even if you don't say anything and the only thing you're doing is to nod your head in agreement or in disagreement to whatever they are telling you, they are going to by themselves compose words attached to those body gestures that you've done and take it out to gossip about you. Because so long as they are around you, they are going to find something to say about you. They are going to cook up something that looks like what happens around your life to say about you. So that is one clear way to know a friend who gossips about you. If they are always coming around you to tell you things about other people, even when you don't ask, even when there is nothing particularly that has happened, you know, that warrant. You know how they always say, "Oku nebuto oku," talk they bring talk. Okay, that's how it, you know how they normally say "Oku nebuto oku" in Igbo language. That's now talk they bring talk. Okay, like you can be talking, and all of a sudden you find out that all of a sudden you're talking about a particular topic that had nothing to do with the original topic in the first place. Sometimes that is a different thing. But and now to bring this video to a close, another way that you can know a friend who is envious of you, who you should stay away from, who you should set boundaries, okay, serious boundaries with, is one who is overly competitive with you. Now, these ones will not downplay your achievements, they will actually not agree with it. For instance, when something goes wrong with you or goes wrong with something that you're doing, they are always going to be quick and be the first person to come and tell you, "Eh, I said it, you know, I told you that you should not have done this thing. Kai, oh, if you had done this thing now, and Shebi, I said, and Shebi." One key trait of a true friend is one who will not be in a hurry to talk down on you, even if you're making a mistake or you failed at something. Okay, they will celebrate you at that time, they will cry with you at that time, they will forget about the mistakes you've made, what you could have done better, what you could not have done better. Yes, there's going to come a time when solution needs to be provided, but at that moment when you've had that failure, or when you've not achieved that thing, or when you've not, you know, done something the way it should have gone, they're always going to be the first to overly, you know, let you know of how you should have not done it. They told you, they thought of it, and they wanted to tell you. Like, they're always happy. It just gives them this joy, this sense of fulfillment that you failed at something. Okay, and now you guys, that is not to say, okay, that your friend is a bad person or that your friend is the devil. Okay, when you notice any of these traits, remember that envy is actually a natural emotion. Even you as a person watching this video, you have envy inside of you. Yes, it just takes a very thin line and the spirit of God, okay, for you to be able to draw that line between envy and, you know, contentment in your own life. So that your friends is showing any of these signs, one or two of these signs, is not because they are entirely bad persons, but it is very important, which is also why that person should be your friend in the first place. I mean, you should be able to call them to order, talk to them, have a heart-to-heart conversation with them about these things that you've noticed. Oh, I've noticed that you did this. I didn't like when you did this. Okay, when you said this, how you acted when this happened, why did you do it, what were you trying to do? Because sometimes it could also be that it's just all those emotions are coming from a place of misunderstanding or misinterpretation, or, you know, misappropriation or misconception of what is happening around you or in your life. So by all means, before you cut them off totally, don't go and say that it is in you that has ended all your relationships and now you are single. Like single as in not in a relationship with a man but or a woman, but single in the sense that you don't have any friends around you anymore. Is it you? So before you cut off that friend, before you draw that boundary, before you take that decision, have a conversation with them, pray about it, have a conversation with them, call them, talk to them, let them know how you feel about those actions or words or things that they've done or said, and hear what they have to say. See if they are going to apologize. And even if they do apologize, even if they do explain to you, do not take their words for it. Watch their actions after that conversation. Watch their actions after you have that meeting with them. Do they continue it? Do you see that they make conscious effort to try to withhold themselves from making the same mistakes around you, from not trying to do the same things that you've complained about? If you see a positive action and a positive turnaround, and you see that they're actually intentionally willing to work on these things, then you have your friend back. But if you see that these people are still doing this thing over and over again and not even minding and not paying attention to the fact that you've complained about this thing, my darling, run. Run, oh, run. So once again, thanks to Pat Eyaba for inspiring this video, and thank you for watching this video to the end. Of course, please, you guys, do not leave without leaving a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. Are there other signs that you know that tell if a friend is envious around you, if you should keep this kind of friend around you or not? I mean, signs that say this friend is somebody who should be far away from you. Let me know in the comment section below, you guys. Until I come your way next time in my very next GC video, stay lifted, stay blessed, stay inspired, and don't you forget that Zinny loves you.